Hi, I'm Lauren Pappas. Welcome to our Healthy Hips video. About 20 minutes of some nice hip stretching and opening using some Pilates and yoga and even some dance stretches today. So let's grab onto one block. If you have blocks with you today, maybe even a strap for some of the stretches, we'll get started. Lie the whole way back. Find your reclined butterfly position just to start. So soles of the feet touch, knees open wide. We can just bring one hand to the belly, other hand over the heart. Just focus on the breathing here. Maybe close the eyes. See how our hips feel right now in this moment. Don't try to change them, just see how they feel. Notice if they feel open, if they feel a little tight. If they do feel a little tight, we can take our blocks and tuck them underneath the knees to lift and release our hips just a little bit. Take a few more deep breaths. Let gravity help the hips naturally peel open. And then when we're ready, take one block. Place it between the soles of the feet. Float the legs down, so feet are floating off the mat just about 2 inches. Squeeze that block with the feet. Take the hands back behind the head. Take a breath in. Exhale, with the shoulder blades off the mat. Look to the navel. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 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 lift. Inhale, lower. Couple more. So we're opening up those hips, but also strengthening through the abdominals. This last one we hold, and we're going to pulse for 10. So here's 10, 9, 8. Keep the elbows open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, squeeze that block, and lower it down. Feel those abdominals. Maybe feel those hips open a little bit more. And press up, swing around. Lift the hips up, find your first downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet if you want. Inhale, float the right leg up off the mat, three-legged dog. Bend at the knee, peel open the hips to the side wall. Feel that gentle hip opening here. Circle out the ankle. Square off the hips, lift the leg up higher. And then exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Plant the foot between the hands. Lower down the back knee, untuck the toes, and kneel up. Now as if we're on an elevator, slide the hips forward. So we're off that back knee, we're just on the tip of the quadricep here. Feel the stretch in our psoas, our hip flexor, right in front here. If we want more, reach the opposite hand up, inhale. Exhale, reach fingertips back. Keep the pelvis pressing forward as fingertips reach behind. If we want even more, just making sure we protect the low back, lift the other arm up, but keep the abdominals engaged. Take one more breath in. And then connect the hands down, reverse the curve of the spine. Slide out that front foot or pick it up. Flex the toes back toward the head. And exhale, lower the nose down to the knee. Find that breath. Keep flexing the toes back. Keep that front hip pulling back so hips are square. Take one more breath. Plant the foot down, frame the front leg, and step forward to a forward fold. Head is heavy, shake it yes and no. Soft the knees, reverse swan, stand up, inhale. Swan dive down. Plant the hands and step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. Bend at the knee, peel open the hips, look underneath the arms. Circle out the ankle. Feel the stretch across the front of the hips. Square off the hips, lift the leg up higher. Knee into the nose, plant the foot between the hands. Lower down the back knee, untuck the toes. Kneel up, relax the shoulders. And then send those hips forward, again as if on an elevator. Send them forward. Feel the stretch in our psoas, in our hip flexor. Connect one hand, or matching hand rather, to the thigh. Other hand reaches up, inhale. Exhale, reach back. Feel the pelvis pressing forward. Fingertips lengthen and reach behind. Maybe add in the other arm. Take one more breath. Connect the hands, frame the front leg, slide out that front foot. Peel the toes back toward the head, and exhale, lower the nose down toward the knee. Really keep zipped up and lengthen behind the knee, and really peel the toes to the head. Keep that front hip sliding back, and breathe. And come back, plant that front foot. Frame the front leg, step forward, forward fold, shake the head yes and no. Inhale, add in a halfway lift, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, reverse swan, stand it up. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back one leg at a time, high plank. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in. Let it out the mouth. One more breath in. Out the mouth. Lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot between the hands. And hold here, stack it up, crescent lunge. So still a nice hip opener. Maybe bend that front knee a little more. Sink down, but at the same time stay lifted. Interlace fingertips, widen the elbows, add in a little bit of a back bend. Stretching the entire front of the body. Take one more breath. And come back, crescent lunge. And let's widen to our warrior two. So make sure if we look down, we see that big toe of the front foot. That way we know we're in a straight, in a nice protected line. Keep both arms energized. And connect the elbow down to the thigh, reach fingertips up. If we want more, reach fingertips to the front of the room. And if we're ready, we want more. Take the hand and wrap it back behind the waist. And maybe lower that top hand down to the floor. Or maybe to a block. But keep the chest lifted. Notice if that opposite hip wants to come up. Keep it lengthened so we're in a straight line from our toes the whole way up through the ribs. Gently straighten that front knee. Yeah, try and keep the hand connected. Maybe bring it up to the shin and find our triangle pose, Trikonasana. So keep the opposite hip pressing back and keep reaching up from the waist. Take one more breath. Lower down, frame the front leg, bend the front knee, and step back. high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float the left leg up this time. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot between the hands and stack it up, crescent lunge. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Interlace fingertips, widen the elbows, and reach from the sternum. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. And release. Widen to your warrior two. Other side. Really commit to that front knee. Arms are wide. Connect the elbow down to the thigh. Reach the opposite hand up. Again, make sure that hip isn't reaching up here. Keep it lengthened. Keep it in line. Maybe reach fingertips forward to the front of the room. And again, if you want more, maybe take that hand back. Maybe take the low hand to a block or the whole way to the floor if we can reach today. Take one more breath here. Gently straighten that front knee. Take the low hand to the shin or to a block and reach the other hand up. Triangle pose. Slide the hips back. Reach up from the chest. Find the breath. Thread the hands down, frame the front leg, and step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take one breath in. Let it out the mouth. Lift our right leg up. Bend the knee in. Slide the knee and the ankle behind the wrists for our pigeon pose. If this is too much, we can do this lying back in our figure four stretch, or we can always take a block, tuck it underneath our opposite hip if our hip doesn't quite reach down. Also the option to tuck that front foot in more for less of a challenge, or keep the leg in front, shin parallel to the edge of the mat for more of a challenge. Either way, square off the hips. If we're forward, lower the elbows down either to a block or to the mat. Maybe stay here for a few moments. And then when we're ready, we can walk the hands out. Rest the forehead down on the mat or on the block. See where we can soften here. See if we're holding tension from our back foot through the back leg, our glutes, our bellies, of course our hips, right? Our chests, our upper arms, even our fingertips, and try and lengthen and soften. Each exhalation, sink a little more into the mat. Take one more breath. Gently come back up onto the wrists. Swing back onto your glutes. Swing the legs around. Give a quick shake. And we'll do all that to the other side. So you can start from your down dog. Lift the left leg up this time. Bend the knee in, slide the ankle and the knee behind the wrists. And again here, if we need that block underneath the hip, please feel free. Okay, and then we lower. Elbows either to a block or the whole way down. See how this side feels. This side, usually one side feels different than the other. So maybe this side we might even need to go onto our back for our figure 4 stretch if this isn't working out. Take a moment to really settle. Same on this side. Scan the body, see where we can let go of any tension. See where we can soften. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Gently come back up onto the wrists. Maybe tuck the toes of the back leg and kick the leg back. 3-legged dog. Circle out the ankle, or out the hip rather. Maybe just downward dog, pedal out the feet. Or maybe child's pose is your answer for today. When you're ready, lower down onto your mat. If you have a strap, grab onto it. If you don't, maybe you're flexible and you won't need one, or we can always use a towel. So sit up real tall here. Flex the toes back toward the head. Hook your strap around 1 foot. Bend the knee to the chest and lift the leg straight up. So from the side, it looks like this. Keep the chest lifted, keep sitting up tall. And really reach the toes toward the nose. And then gently swing the leg side to side. And now bend that supporting knee in, that lower knee in. And then open the leg out to the side, holding onto the strap. So again, from front, it looks like this. Breathe, keep sitting up tall, maybe reach the leg up higher. And then gently lower the leg down. Reach toward the leg, we can keep holding onto the strap here. Or maybe if we can reach, just grab onto the foot. Feel the opening of the hips, but also the stretch of the side body. Come back up. Straighten that front leg, that lower leg, and bring the other leg front. Hook the strap around the other foot this time, sitting up tall. Bend the knee. Lift the leg up. Again, maybe we don't need the strap. Maybe we're just holding onto the foot. Maybe we have a towel. Keep the chest lifted, keep the back flat, keep flexing with that low foot. And then gently sway side to side. Bring the leg out to the side, bend that bottom leg in. Sit up real tall. Heel that leg up. Try and keep the knees straight. Lower the leg down. And reach. Again, maybe holding onto the strap. Maybe holding onto the foot. Slowly come up. Straighten out the lower leg and bring the foot front. Unhook and shake it out. And one last thing for today, for those happiest of hips, healthiest hips, bring the feet to touch that reclined butterfly position. Now flip the palms up. Grab on underneath, I'll pull these up, grab on underneath the ankles and fold forward. Bend the elbows. Keep the head heavy. So maybe here again we have our strap across the top of the feet and underneath, and then we just kind of pull as we hinge forward. Keep breathing though. Then come up. Remove the strap. Open the legs wide to a straddle position. Sit up tall. And for today, we can stay right here, or we can walk the hands forward. Maybe rest elbows on a block. Maybe the whole way down. If we're feeling very strong, we can walk the fingertips out the entire way. Rest the forehead on a block or on the floor. Take 2 more deep breaths. One more breath. And gently walk the hands up. Bend at the knees, shake the legs, bring them back to center. Bend one leg on top of the other so the knees are stacked. So for all that hip opening, let's close them off so throughout the day we're walking normally, we feel good. So again, knees are stacked. Now it might look more like this, one knee lifted up a little higher. But ideally knees are stacked. Grab onto the feet, squeeze the inner thighs, and just hinge forward. Keep squeezing. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And gently release. Give a quick shake and switch sides. Other knee on top. Squeeze the inner thighs. Grab onto the tops of the feet and hinge forward. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Breathe a little deeper. Take one more breath. And gently release. Shake the legs out. And you did it. So as you move throughout the rest of the day, feel those hips nice and happy and healthy and open. And see how that feels a little different too in your heart, a little more open as well. Thanks again for joining. I'm Lauren Pappas. Hope to see you again soon.